Mr. Rogozin, thank you for accepting our interview. So first, I'd like to say the EU has halted cooperation with Russia on ExoMars. How has this affected Russian space agency, and what is the impact on manned space exploration?
Это же совместная миссия.
It's a cooperative mission. If Russia doesn't join, Europe won't go ahead with the mission, because Russia's contribution to the mission is huge. It is not only about the heavy rockets that send these instruments into orbit and to Mars, it's about the landing vehicles. These vehicles must help achieve a soft landing on Mars or the research rovers. The module itself is a research station. We have been waiting so long to realize this mission. If it is delayed, it will never happen. They may change Russia's landing module, but that decision could take a lot of time and money.
So without international cooperation, is Russia able to conduct the expedition research on its own?
Вопрос только в том, что
The problem is, when someone does it on their own, it costs a lot of money. It will be a huge burden on the budget. In the construction of ExoMars, the main element is the landing module. The Mars research rover is not the essential element. I think we can make this mission happen with another partner, like China or someone else.
How about the International Space Station? NASA has said that US-Russia cooperation on the International Space Station will not be affected by the new sanctions. What's your take on that?
санкции
The sanctions have been imposed on Russia to make our economy and high-tech companies suffer, to make our people's lives more difficult, and to bring Russia to its knees. Clearly, it's not possible because of the strength and the will of our people and country.
So let's say there were more sanctions on Russia and Russia decides to withdraw from the ISS program. And you previously warned that the ISS could collapse as a result of the sanctions. And I'm quoting you as saying, if you prevent cooperation with us, we'll save the 500-ton ISS from going out of control, derailing and falling on Earth. And what's your take on that?
Роль России в этом деле очень велика. Наш корабль «Союз»
Russia's role is vital. Only Russia's Soyuz spacecraft can transport American, European, Canadian, Japanese astronauts and their guests. Soyuz is irreplaceable because America doesn't have any spacecraft. Russia helps the International Space Station avoid space rubbish and maintain orbital correction. The ISS is in a low Earth orbit. It helps deliver fuels to the station. These are the main contributions from Russia and Roskosmos in particular. So working without Russia is impossible, just like working without America. If they pull out of this, the ISS wouldn't exist anymore.
So China's Shenzhou 13 crew are set to come back to Earth in mid-April. So what's your comment on their mission, and what do you think of China's promise of international cooperation?
Мы очень хорошо работаем с китайскими.
We work well with our Chinese friends. We have GLONASS and Chinese Beidou system that was built in orbit not long ago. They are compatible, very compatible. The second project is interesting, which is the International Lunar Research Station. We have signed all the necessary documents with our Chinese friends. Regarding the Chinese space station, we can talk about creating new modules. To be friends in space, we must be friends on Earth. Russia and China are friends on Earth. I think Russia and China can work together in manned cosmonautics.